This is a third video for Reminder Theorem, grade 12 or 2022 combined maths. Okay, we'll see the remaining problem from my tutorial. Question number 12. You can see that problem number 12. For the newcomers, you can upload or download this tute from my Facebook page. The description I gave, given that how to connect that, collect that tute. What is the question? Determine whether the expression 3x cubed plus 2x square minus 7x plus 2. Determine whether the expression, this one, 3x cubed plus 2x square minus 7x plus 2 has factor A part x minus 1, B part x minus 3. So last up to question number 11 we worked, I've shown the brief solutions of reminder theorem and how to apply that. So here this is what the question is. You have to find, is that x minus 1 is a factor for this? Is that x minus 3 is a factor? So not like O level. Here they ask, is that factor or find the factor? So in this case we use the factor theorem. If you're newcomer, stop the video, refer to the previous videos. I clearly given what do you mean the factor theorem, what is reminder theorem. So you have to find a factor question, find a factor problem or factorize question. We can use the reminder theorem and also the factor theorem. So here if you take fx, I take this polynomial is fx. Fx is the polynomial. You will find whether x minus 1 is a factor. So what is factor theorem says? In a function f of x, in f of x, if you put x for a, it will become 0. It becomes 0, then we call x minus a is a factor. X minus a is a factor. For example, function fx, if you put x for 5 there, that's called f of 5, symbolic form f of 5. It becomes 0, then we call x minus 5 is a factor. X minus 5 is a factor. That's the factor theorem, how to use it. The system of using application of factor theorem, right? A simple question. So I take this is fx. So I want to show or you to find is x minus 1 is a factor or not. Therefore, we put x for 1 and see f of 1. Put x for 1 and check whether it comes 0 or not. Put x for 1. 1 times 3, 3. Put x for 1, 2. Put x for 1, 7 plus 2. So what the answer here? 0. In a function, f of 1 becomes 0. Therefore, x minus 1 is a factor. X minus 1 is a factor of fx, the given function, right? The same idea, b part. For the b part answer, you have to find whether x minus 3 is a factor of the given polynomial. Therefore, similar fashion, put x4 plus 3, check becomes 0 or not. Put x4 3. x4 3, this gives you 3 into, if x4 3 cubed 27, 2 into, put x4 is 2 square, that is 3 square 9 minus 7 times 3 plus 2. Now check whether it's come how 81 here, no? 81 plus 18 minus 21 plus 2. I think it won't come 0, no? It won't come 0. Not equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 3 not a factor. Very important simple case, but important the big problem. One of the part this. In pure maths paper, first question comes just reminder theorem, factor theorem, and the quadratic equations, right? So study properly. My third video, I start from the previously polynomial idea questions. Now factor and reminder theorem. Okay. See question number 13. Question number 13. The question says, show that x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 2x plus 4. Show that this expression divisible by x plus 1. Divisible by x plus 1 but not by x minus 2. Divisible by x plus 1. What do you mean divisible? If you divide, balance is 0, remainder is 0. In that case, we call the factor. If x plus, another way of asking factor. Earlier they asked, show that or find that whether the expression is a factor or not. Same idea, different word here use, different pronunciation. Divisible. Check x plus 1 is a divisible. Show that. Other one not divisible. So you can use by log division method also, synthetic division also. The very first I said. But now we use the remainder theorem ideas or factor theorem ideas, right? That's frequently we apply in the papers. Okay. So I take fx. Fx equal to that. Fx equal to that. First to complete the whether x plus 1 is a factor or divisible by that. So what the meaning of factor factor theorem? Put x4 minus 1. Put x4 minus 1 and check whether it comes 0 or not 0. So f of minus 1. Put x4 minus 1. Minus 1 power 4 is positive 1. X square positive 1, therefore minus 3. Put x4 minus 1, then minus 2 plus 4. Check that 0. So what the factor theorem says, in a function f of x, if you put x4 minus 1, it becomes 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is a factor. X plus 1 is a factor. Or we call can divisible. The first part is okay. Show x minus 2 not divisible. That means it become a remainder also. If you divide by x minus 2, not only the quotient, but also remainder available. So we find it won't come 0, not equal to 0. Put x4 what? Put x4 plus 2. Put x4 plus 2. So f of 2 equal, what is that? 16. 2 square 4. 4 times 3, 12. Put x4 2 to 4 plus 4. It's very clear, I think, not equal to 0. Not need to simplify everything else. Like O level, try to minimize this. Have no any big marks. Minimum marks in advanced level marking scheme, 5 marks. 5 marks is the minimum marks or 0 marks. 5 marks or 0 marks. Therefore, there is no part 1 marks, 2 marks. They won't expect a lot from you. Quickly simplify your primary work knowledge. You can't do this like O level maths by showing all the clear substitutes. Not allowing here, straight the answer, right? See next question number 5. I hope you understood this properly, those continuously watching this my video. See question number 14. Problem 14. For what value of k? X cubed minus 2kx square plus 3x plus k. There's a polynomial given. For what value of k? This one divisible by x minus 2. Okay. For what value of k? This can be divisible by x minus 2. What the idea? If I say this is fx. Write this as fx. Write fx. So for fx, x minus 2 is a factor. Divisible by x minus 2 means x minus 2 is a factor. Therefore, f of 2, if we put x for 2, answer is 0. F of 2 is 0, then only divisible or factor. Then if you put x for 2, it becomes 0. You have an equation, can solve for k. So f of 2 is 0. You can write that x minus 2 is a factor, therefore f of 2 is 0. Therefore f of 2 is 0. So put f of 2 and find the answer. X for 2 plus 8. Put x for 2, 4 for 8k. Put x for 2, 6 plus k equal to 0. After your primary solving, take over 7k. 7k equal 14. Therefore k is 2. For k is 2, x minus 2 is a factor of that polynomial, cubic polynomial, or can be divisible by x minus 2, right? Okay, see question number 15. So I hope you work already. I hope the viewers you worked already, because I gave this tute in that net, you can see. So if a problem, stop the video, again you try it and check with me my solution. Question number 15. Given that 3x square minus 4a square. Given that 3x square minus 4a square has a factor x plus 2. Has a factor x plus 2. Therefore, find the value of a. Find the value of a. Same type. So, I prepared this basic to advanced step by step harder problem. I have the other tute. I will very soon I upload that also. You can work more question from that tute also. So, here we take the fx. Fx equal to that. Is the quadratic for a polynomial or function, right? So given that x plus 2 is a factor, therefore what the factor theorem says? Put x for what? Put x for minus 2. F of minus 2 is 0. F of minus 2 is 0 because of x plus 2 is a factor. Now put the x for minus 2 equal to 0, then you have like oral maths. So what happens if you put x for minus 2 here, plus 4, 4 times 3, 12. Put x for minus 2, minus plus 8a, minus 4a square equal to 0. So after your oral maths, quadratic equation. Can I cut by 4? It's better cut by 4 and rearrange the quadratic form. A square plus 2a minus 3. Take all this side, cut by 4, so cut by 4. A square minus plus 2a minus 3. Now see, can you factorize this? Multiple 3, 1 times 3, 3. What are the factors? A plus 3, a minus 1 equal to 0, is it? A square, yes. Therefore, the solution a equal to 3 or a equal to 1. Therefore, there are two functions, two polynomials. If you put a for 3, one polynomial. If you put a for 1, another function or polynomial. Both of polynomial x plus 2 is a factor. Later we call common factor. Okay. There are two polynomials now. For the both polynomial x plus 2 is a factor. That's called common root or common polynomial. Take an idea there, not that. Common polynomial or common root for the two equation or two polynomials, same one of answer. One of the expression is common for the both, right? See question number 16. Question number 16. Find the value of k. Find the value of k if how this has a factor. Question number 16. Is it okay? Correct. Question number 16. Yeah. 3 into x plus 4 to the power 4 plus k plus x square minus 12 has a factor x plus 2. They say x plus 2 is the factor for this. Then find the value of k. So same idea. So we take let fx equal. So you prepare a nice notebook for this. Take a good big notebook for this my knowledge of a YouTube channel. I am showing this factor and the earlier polynomial lesson. If you continue with, you can get a full detailed notes and more sums. Mathematics means more and more questions, more sums, right? Okay, so write this. Fx equal this. So the question is, find the k value. X plus 2 is a factor. So you can write below, given that x plus 2 is a factor of fx. X plus 2 is a factor of fx. Therefore, what is factor theorem? F of minus 2 equal to 0. F of minus 2 equal to 0. So build up an equation, put x for minus 2. 3. Put x for minus 2. Minus 2 plus 4 is 2 power 4 plus k. Put x for minus 2. All things square. Minus 12 equals 0. Equals 0. Now solve your level idea. Solve here. 2 power 4 16 times 3 48. 48 plus k minus 2 square minus 12 is 0. Okay. Then what is that? K minus 2 square equal to 48 minus 2. Let's say negative 36. Is it negative 36? No. Negative 36, right? Negative 36. Oh, okay. There's the answer, there's solution. You can leave this, become later complex number, imaginary answers. Imaginary, right? So k minus 2 square root of minus 36. Therefore, k answer minus 36 plus 2 is better it become plus 36. It's clear solution if you use the plus, you try, you can make it plus 36 here. Then what the value suitable here, you can try. Anyhow, this is also answer. We have in advanced maths, inside the square root minus comes, we call imaginary solution. That's later, the grade 13 chapter, complex number chapter. So the idea is okay, no, right? See next question, problem 17. Problem 17. Problem 17. Given that x plus 2 and x minus 3 are factors of that polynomial, find the values of a and b. So if I say fx equal ax cube plus ax square plus bx plus 12. Okay, this is a function in x, cubic polynomial, power 3 there. They said x plus 2 is a factor. X plus 2 is a factor. You can write this manner. Given that x plus 2 is a factor. X plus 2 is a factor. Therefore, what that you know, the newcomers no matter, we learn a couple of questions today. From that, you continue a process. So, what the factor theorem says, x plus 2 is a factor, mean if you put x for minus 2, it becomes 0. Therefore, f of minus 2 is 0. F of minus 2 is 0. And then put x for minus 2, x cube minus 8. Okay, so minus 8a. Here put x for minus 2 plus 4 into a 4a. Here put x4 minus 2 minus 2b plus 12. Okay, this is 0. Therefore, simplify how many is minus 6a minus 4a minus 2b equal to minus 12, is it? You can cut by 2 also. After seeing the second equation, you find whether possible divide by 2 or not. So we need 2 equations to solve because 2 unknowns available. Again they said x minus 3 is a factor. X minus 3 is a factor. X minus 3 is a factor, right? Therefore, if you put x4 3, it becomes 0. So f of 3 is 0. Therefore, f of 3 is 0. I put x4 3, 27a, right? 27a. Here 3 means 9a plus 9a plus 3b plus 12 equal to 0, right? Therefore, 36a plus 3b minus 12. Okay, minus 12, right? Minus 12. Can I cut by this by 3? But the 12a plus b equal to minus 4. Second equation. And now better this also you can divide. After watch that, after using the second, you think how possible to divide by 2 or not necessary. You decide that. Better you divide by minus 2. Divide by minus 2 here. So plus 2a plus 1b plus 6, is it? And that is number 1. So thereafter I hope you can work this pair of simultaneous equation and find the a, b values. After you can complete the polynomial is what? Okay, this is the idea, building 2 equation and solving, right? So I hope you can solve it. Okay, next question number 18. Question number 18, problem 18. The expression ax cube minus 9x square plus bx plus 3a is exactly divisible by a quadratic. So I am showing step by, if you follow my regular in order, you will be a genius in the remainder theorem. This lesson, also every lesson is like that. I successfully complete 10 videos for the advanced combined maths revision vectors. Later, means after a couple of months after studying the vectors, you can follow that also. So we take question number 18. I say fx equal ax cube minus 9x square plus bx plus 3a. Okay, this is exactly divisible by that. So also you can use the factor theorem, or I use the remainder theorem idea also. So what is remainder theorem pattern? One thing divide by another expression. The expression can be shown as what? Quotient into divisor plus the balance. Quotient into divisor plus the balance. So those newcomers or those forget this, please stop the video, think previous my video, go and see. Clearly I have shown the ideas of how to write the arrangement. So here this polynomial divisible by x square minus 5x plus 6. There's an answer. If you divide by your divisible, there's an answer. Answer in terms of x, but no balance. So can I write there for the remainder theorem pattern? If I write this remainder theorem pattern, this ax cube minus 9x square plus bx plus 3a, it can be identically equal to what? Answer into divisor plus the balance. So what the answer, we say 5x. Usually we use 5 symbol form, right? 5 of x. It is divided by x. Functions in x, answer also in terms of x. So answer into divisor, x square minus 5x plus 6. Answer into divisor plus the balance. What the balance? No balance, 0. For those newcomers, that's why shown plus 0 also. So what the question, find the values of A and B. Then you need two equations like the previous problem. You can factorize this, your primary work, factorize that. Ax cube minus 9x square plus bx plus 3a. Okay, there is 3a, not 30, 3a, just 3a. Identical equal to 5 of x. Factorize these 2 and 3. X minus 2, x minus 3. So those who work many revise my previous problem under factor theorem, or especially reminder theorem. You know the idea. You can make this part 0. When it becomes 0? If you put x42, if you substitute for x42, it becomes 0. One equation. Another one, put x43, 0, another equation. So if x is 2, if x equal to, what is that? Put x42, 2 cube is 8, 8 times a, 8a. x42, 4, 36. x42, 2b plus 3a equal to 0. Okay, therefore you can leave it one side by 10 to 11a. 11a plus 2b equal to 36. Your first equation, your first systems of equation. Another chance to make this vanish as 0. x43, put x43. If x equal 3, if x equal 3, what is that? 27 times a, 27a. Put x43, 9 here, 81 is it? Okay, x43, 81 plus x43, 3b plus 3a equal to 0. Now take second simultaneous equation, 30a, okay, 30a plus 3b equal to 81. You can divide by 3 also, is it? You can divide by 3, 10a, okay, plus 1b, divide by 3, 27. This is second equation. So I hope you can solve this pair of simultaneous equation. That's your primary grade 9, 10 work, I think. So solve and find as the solution, find the values of A and B. So here I use reminder theorem idea, very useful question. This type there in the final papers also, August exams. This type of question as well as your school papers, similar type questions available. So keep in touch, practice. But I told you earlier, unfortunately, when you come to final year, when 2022 nearby that June or like the nearby August, you will forget this everything. You forget. Unfortunately, you won't get the full marks in the final papers because you are very clearly very familiar with the last parts: complex numbers, integration, circle or harmonic motion, circular motion, probability, statistics. You will forget that. So don't act like that. Always keep in touch. Then you will maths become easier. So these days I think the school application time, the duration. So many students call me and ask how that's how can I can get a school. Is it possible to take that school, leading school? This. Yeah, actually the department rule to do A-level science minimum qualification maths C, O-level science C, and your mother tongue either Sinhala or the other language C. That's the qualification. Then some other A is also important. That's the minimum regulation circular passed by the department, national level department. But some leading school, they're expecting 8 A's, 9 A's, especially maths, science, English A and Sinhala A, then only they give the chance, because in our one of the leading school here I'm teaching, we have 35 9As in our school only. Maybe other schools are more than that, like so how we are expecting from the outstation, there should be a 9A for do the physical science, bioscience, 9A, 8A, 7A, like that. Very tough competition, but you are qualified. If you take a C's for both subjects, especially science and maths, you are qualified. Then you can think any other ordinary schools, or you can work A-level hard by using tuition classes or like this. But the main purpose, advanced level, not like this O-level, those two 9As, they are O-F. I have experience O-F, our students are doing that, O-F in the A-level, biology, medicine, O-F, but 9As or 8As in O-level. The thing is, you have a good intention, ambition. That means I will be a doctor, I will be an engineer. You will start onwards now, not after 1 year or after 1 month. No, that's not. But at the beginning, you have to work hard. Your intention, you have to imagine that by a dream, then become easy. You can go that peak. But you are to the 2.5 years of advanced level stream. You are then studying for like a hobby, or spend time. You are doing tuition classes or any other things for a spend time. So how to spend those 2.5 hours or 2 hours tuition class or 3 hours class, physics, chemistry, maths, then you can't go ahead. You will be not suitable for candidates for the exams, so to say, the advanced level. So not like O level. A level, 80% students work wherever you go, tuition class or wherever, but that is not. Teachers show only few things. You have to work high, you have to work many. For example, mathematics, they will guide something, you whatever there, you copy and go, that's useless. A level, never, you can't study like comparing O level maths, O level different, advanced completely different. That be like a new language. A level math, that's actually our local syllabus, there's a problem. Huge difference between the OL maths and AL maths. London not like that. London, there's a narrow, it's like London O level and A level, small gap there, but for us very long, huge gap. There's a problem for in our syllabus, our method of education in advanced maths. So therefore, don't think if you got A pass in OL maths, simply I can do this A level maths, or science A pass, simply I can do biology. No, that's the worst that you can throw that what you're thinking that. So you have to work hard. Very different route A level maths. There's no chance. This is called simultaneous equation. This is grade 9. It's not a big issue in the A level maths, right? It's different language. No matter you take a C pass or S you can't do. C pass or B pass, A pass for A level. Work hard, but different language, different route. Hard if you work, then definitely you will be an engineer or somewhere the professional level in the future. That's the important thing. So these days very high competition. Most bodies call me and ask, can you give a chance for your school, and how the interviews went, when you will apply that, how the procedure of the application, like everything. But anyhow, the leading schools are high competitions. We are expecting 9As, 8As, 7As, especially math, science A, and a couple of other surrounding A's for the thing, the same as the other leading schools. Therefore, keep in touch and work hard. If not so, you are will to do A-level maths by 2 C's, no matter you can work. Especially you can go any other, some remote area to sit advanced level stream through the application you will send to the school principals and knowledge. Therefore, you need a school to sit. You can't do private. You can't do private A-levels. No, that's a rumor. You can't do private A-level. Fresh child should be sit through the school candidate, because you will sign many laboratory that practical signatures there with the practical staffs from the schools, and some SB assessment system, lot of things there. Your attendance important, 80% attend to the school. So many things, not like the O-level. So work hard, keep an intention to become someone in the future, then you have good knowledge. So those the same, some ideas through these YouTube channels. Also I work in my tuition class also. Just later. Okay, see this, you can solve and find the answer, right? next question number 19, problem 19. The expression x cube plus ax square plus bx plus 24. X cube plus ax square plus bx plus 24 is exactly divisible by x plus 4, one data. Perfectly divisible by x plus 4, one data. When divided by x minus 2, balance is 36, another data. So very clear information for us. Those follow regular this video series. So build up two equation. Can you write the first equation? Remind the theorem pattern. The expression equal to what? Answer into the divisor plus the balance. So answer, I say answer is 5x. Answer into divisor plus the balance. Exactly divisible. So first we make this equation. You know, put x4 minus 4. Put x4 minus 4, it become one equation. Put x4 minus 4. If x equal minus 4, what is that? Minus 64. Here 16a plus 16a minus 4b plus 24 is 0. Okay, plus 24 is 0. So rearrange the form 16a minus 4b equal. Here take that side, what is that? Positive, no? Plus here 0. 40 is it? 40. You can write the first equation over cut by 4. We'll see next also. But the other one, this question number 19, this expression, when you divide by x minus 2, the remainder is 36. Divide by x minus 2, remainder is 36. So write another polynomial form, identical form. X cube plus ax square plus bx plus 24. This is equal to, can I say answer? Here I say 1. Different answer. Here different answer when you divide. 5 2x into x minus 2. Into x minus 2, the balance is 36 plus 36, right? So I say positive 36. So we in the reminder theorem question, we won't think about the answer. We won't think about this quotient part. So make this part is 0. Put x4 2. Put x4 2, it becomes 0. So if x is 2, put x4 2, this is 8 plus 4a plus put x4 2, 2b plus 24 is 0 plus 36, right? So get the second equation, 4a plus 2b equal 32. 32 that side, therefore 4 is it? Yeah, 32 that side, 36 minus 32, 4. And now decide easy method. If you if you divide by 2 here, can make 2 also. Divide by 2 here. Divide by 2, 8a minus 2b. Here 20. I say first equation. Here also second equation. Hereafter you can judge the answer by your primary work, solving this pair of simultaneous equation. Find the answer, right? See next question number 20. Problem 20. The polynomial x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c. The polynomial x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c is exactly divisible x square minus x minus 2. Is it exactly divisible x square minus x minus 2? Then find the value of b plus c or a plus b. Find the value of a plus b Not find the A value separately. You can't find the B value separately, I think. Find the combined value of the sum of A and B, right? Okay. So stop, you can work, pause the video and complete it, check with me your accuracy of the solutions. So if I write that pattern, divisible, the polynomial form of when using the remainder theorem idea, this can be shown as answer into divisor, answer into divisor plus the balance. Here no balance, no remainder because of exactly divisible, no remainder, right? Okay, now the idea, you can factorize that, your simple primary work of factorization, that is x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c 5x into factorize what is that, x minus 2 and x plus 1. X minus 2 and x plus 1 are the factors, right? So use the idea of a calculation method. In two occasions, you can make that part is 0. Put x4 to 0, one equation. Put x4 minus 1, 0, another equation, right? Therefore, if x is 2, if x equal to, put x4 to here, 8 plus 4a, put x4 to 2b plus c equal to 0. So here three terms, a, b and c, so keep it one side. 4a plus 2b plus c equal to minus 8, say first equation, minus 8. Next one, put x4 minus 1. Put x4 minus 1 becomes 0. So if x equal minus 1, if x equal minus 1, here what? Minus 1. Here put x4 minus 1, square is positive, right? Plus a. Put x4 minus 1 minus b equal to 0, is it? Okay. So what that? A minus b plus c equal to plus 1. Here you can't find the a value, b value and c value. Then you need three equations. Therefore cannot solvable this pair of equation. That's why the problem is find the value of a plus b. Find the value of a plus b. Therefore remove the c. Remove the c, subtract. Subtract. C cancel. First equation, subtract the second equation. So what happened? 4a minus a, 3a. 4a minus a, 3a. 2b subtract minus b, 3b. C cancel when subtracting. The other side, minus 8 minus 1 minus 9. Now divide by a, divide by 3, divide by 3. A plus b. Nice question. It's a problem in your future first term papers, school papers. We also in school be preparing such a problem in the first term. They will give lot of problem is identities, polynomials, factor theorem, and remainder theorems. So it's the question number that 20. See problem 21. Question 21. The polynomial 2x square plus bx minus 3 has a factor x minus a. They say has a factor x minus a. If I say f of x, if I say f of x, they say x minus a is a factor. X minus a is a factor. Then express b in terms of a. They said x minus a is a factor of that. They write a relation in terms of a and b. In terms of a and b, get a relation. That's the problem. So what the factor theorem? For example, if x minus 2 is a factor, you put x4 2 becomes 0. if x plus 1 is a factor, put x4 minus 1 becomes 0. So take the right here. X minus a, given that x minus a is a factor, x minus a is a factor, therefore f of a equal to 0. Okay, therefore f of a equal to 0. So put x4a, and simplify. 2a square plus x4a, then ab minus 3 equal to 0. So they said a not equal to 0, right? A not equal to 0. So put x4a, ab. So it's the answer here. In this case, it's the answer. Otherwise, you can take 2a square. So use any factorization. Your primary grade 10, like try a quadratic polynomial factorization. Multiple is 6. Multiple is 6. It's possible to write that form. Multiple is 6. But here nothing. It's better you put here b square also. Is it? Try that maybe it is b square. If I write b square, check like that and put a b square also. B square. So multiple 6. So 3 and 2 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. So I think it's a mistake. Maybe clear it. That change it b square. So 2a square. Here what? 3ab minus 2ab minus 3b square. This is not advanced level. This is your grade 9-10 factorization method, right? So take what here a out, then what happened? 2a plus 3b. I also take the minus b out. So once again 2a plus 3b equal to 0. Okay. Therefore 2a plus 3b, one factor. The other one a minus b equal to 0. Therefore, 2 bracket equal to 0. One of that is 0, right? So this is 0 or the other one is 0. So 2a plus 3b is 0 or a minus b equal to 0, right? A minus b equal to 0. That means a, b both same answer. A minus b 0 means a equal to b. But they say, see the condition, the question number that they say a not equal to b. Yeah, that's not 0. A not equal to b. A not equal to b, right? Therefore, it's not valid. This part is not valid. The relation in terms of a and b is 2a plus 3b equal to 0. So these are the ideas of using factor theorem and the reminder theorem. You have to work many hundred problems with your own knowledge. So I upload this my next tutor also in this my Facebook page. You can download that also. More questions there. So next video I will show some more exam style problem. In a couple of videos we have to continue this matter. Then you can exactly answer your future school papers as well as final your December or the August exam paper, right?